Bill Belichick's a really good coach. He's a really good X's and O's guy. And Bill Belichick has found a way to win games by virtue of discovering the one thing you do really well and making it fit together into the quilt of the team. That's not easy to do. He looks at this roster. He looks at his tryouts, his rookies, his free agent options, finds one thing that can be done really well at a high level and then makes you fit into the quilt, finds the perfect role for you in the perfect, package of plays, and ultimately, consistently hammers home, it's not about you, it's about the team. It's not about you, it's about the team. And the moment it becomes about you, you're gone. So that everybody competes at a really high level for their jobs. They all remain uber focused on game days because they know they're disposable. They know they get no special treatment. And they know that the moment they screw up, it's over. So you keep everybody on your toes and you keep the veterans that understand that they are disposable to keep giving off that vibe and helping that message in the locker room. So your Matthew Slaters, your McCourty brothers, your Tom Brady's, they all feel the same way. They're every day they're competing. They don't get lackadaisical, and so they're executing your game plan for you in the locker room to make everybody jump on board. Look, this is how the Patriots win so much. There's an old adage. He can take his and beat yours. He can take yours and beat his. That's Bill Belichick. He's also smart enough to know how other coaches and other players and other teams will make mistakes, and they'll wait until you beat yourself. We won't beat ourselves. We'll wait until you beat yourself, which is how they've won so many division titles in a row up until last season, because the Bills, the Dolphins, the Jets consistently beat themselves year after year after year after year. So the idea that Belichick's not a good coach, he's just another coach, that's wrong. That's patently false. He's a really good coach. He's also diabolical. He's untrustworthy. He pushes the limits of legalities. He's been nabbed breaking the rules multiple times. That helps. You win games. Let's face it. You don't get punished for Spygate or Deflategate or other things unless there's the idea that it's helping you. You don't do those things unless it's helping you. So Belichick is a really good coach that also is kind of a lifetime criminal. He's also that, which is unfortunate because he never needed to do those things to win, but did so because he's completely consumed with winning and nothing else is okay. And look, he doesn't have a lot of integrity. He doesn't. Doesn't mean he's not a good coach, but he doesn't have a lot of competitive integrity. But does he have 6 Super Bowl championships in New England as a head coach without Tom Brady? The answer is definitively no. Now, you can't say he's not a good head coach. He's not a good football mind because personally, he designed 2 of the greatest Super Bowl game plans ever. Super Bowl 25, his New York Giants shutting down the explosive Buffalo Bills, holding them to just 19 points. And then Super Bowl 36, 11 years later, when he shuts down the greatest show on turf and game manages, along with a defensive score, a pick 6 by Ty Law, an unbelievable upset victory for their first championship. That's Belichick. That's Belichick. But does he come back from down 28-3 with anybody but Tom Brady? Answer is no. Does the New England Patriots win those AFC championship games like on the road in Arrowhead Stadium without Tom Brady? The answer is absolutely not, which, of course, they ended up winning another Super Bowl there. Without Tom Brady, does the Patriots train end with an AFC East division title, but somewhere in the divisional round or the AFC championship game each and every year? Probably. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that he couldn't win a Super Bowl because, look, Brady wasn't really Brady in 2001, and they won a championship there. But I think Belichick's always been good enough to win a lot of divisions in a bad division, good enough to get your team to the playoffs, could take almost any roster and win 9 or 10 games with it. I really believe that, which is why last year we made that bet between me and Mraz when I said, I don't care how bad this roster is, I don't care how many opt-outs they have, Belichick isn't going to be one of the 3 worst records in football. It's just never going to happen. He'll take the Jaguars, he could take the Texans, he could take the Browns, he could take the worst roster in the NFL. He'll find a way to win 7 or 8 games with it. And you give him 2 or 3 years, he'll win 9 or 10 games with it. But when it comes to winning AFC championship games, Super Bowls, 2-minute drills on the road against elite competition with the rain or snow or wind coming down, that's where it takes an elite player. That's where it takes somebody special to galvanize a team, to galvanize a huddle, and to execute the offense, and that's Tom Brady. Look, we get to see this unfold in real time. Advantage Tom Brady right now. Because Brady went and won a Super Bowl, and Belichick missed the playoffs and was sub-500 with Cam Newton. We'll see this year. Another chance to see. What does Brady do at 44 versus Belichick with Mac Jones? I'll tell you this, the Patriots ain't winning a Super Bowl this year. They're not. So that's going to be 0 for 2 for Bill Belichick post Tom Brady. Now, could they win the division with Mac Jones? It's possible. Are they going to beat teams in the playoffs on the road like the Chiefs, like the Bills, like the Browns, like the Ravens to go to a Super Bowl? It's never going to happen. This Patriots team is not winning a Super Bowl. It's not getting to a Super Bowl because Mac Jones is not going to get them there. And you might say, well, what about Brady in 2001? That Patriots defense was far superior to this Patriots defense. They had multiple Hall of Famers on it, in their primes, by the way. This Patriots defense is not that. This team's not going to a Super Bowl like the 2001 version. And by the way, that 2001 version needed to win the Tuck Rule game in a blinding snowstorm. So, do I think Belichick's just another coach without Brady? No, I don't. He's still one of the best coaches in the NFL. But did he need Tom Brady to have all of this success? Absolutely. Absolutely.